Anyways,
Boo.
Mila, your five things from City versus Everton.
To switch it up a little bit, I decided to say Holland was wasteful, but it didn't matter. Instead of saying Holland good. Um, I know that I sent you guys some quotes from Foden and Guardiola, just like nudging fun at him, that he needs to be a little more clinical in front of goal when he gets those chances. And I think that's like 80-20 a joke, 20% serious. Because yes, he's doing remarkable things. He's scoring at an absurd rate, and it's something that we'll probably never see again in the Premier League. But that guy could have left the game with 5 goals. I know he's kicking himself too, just based off the player he is. So yeah, wasteful. But won us the game with 2 goals. Is our basically only scorer this season, and is outscoring clubs in this league season so far. So can't really complain about much from him, but that he could be so much better than he is right now, and he's already the best in my eyes. Um, Foden is adapting, and I think that's important for this team. He's starting to play this deeper role, which means he's gonna have a bit less of that creative role to feed in Haaland. It'll still be there, but less so of it. Which I think is good. It helps, especially with Nico G playing so many minutes in that deeper midfield role. Someone like Foden that can help him there, alleviate the pressure, and kind of hold his hand as he learns the role is really good. Um, yeah, he was super important to our last game, and I think that was seen more and so in the second half. But I'm definitely looking forward to see how he progresses. Doku and Savio are my third thing. They should not play together. And I know we talked about this on multiple occasions last year. It's ineffective. It's redundant, I think. They're two very similar players. They're guys that you want one on one with the outside back. Guys that you would probably bet more times than not that they're gonna beat that defender. But to have the same thing on both sides where both of them are just going to beat a man and then be wasteful with the next decision. And we've seen Doku get better with that this year. But I think it's just not acceptable, especially the state we're at. And I know we're going to talk about it later. But Holland's the only one with goals. So it would have been nice. I think we could have definitely tried something different. Someone with a little more goal threat or just a different style of play on one of the wings to switch it up. Um, and I think that's where Bernardo came in towards the end. Just hold up the ball a little bit, help out with that aspect, offer us something different. And then Bob came onto the right, obviously. Bernardo wasn't playing that winger, but it's just the roles of the players that we needed to bring in. Fourth, the competition for places is ramping up. And this was originally going to be O'Reilly propaganda, but we've talked about him enough, I think. He was just so good. He's been so good. And he continues to get better, and Pep continues to talk about how he's going to get better and better every game, along with Nico G. These are two players that I think stick out from my point. Their um, competition is Rodri and Aït-Nouri, two guys that pretty nailed on at the start of the season that we thought. And I don't think this is a bad thing. I think this is kind of where we want to be. This is kind of like the teams of old that we had, where we had players that would walk into other teams and start sitting on the bench just because the other guy competing for their spot is deserving of it off merit. And I want to see more of this, obviously. So it'll be good to see once Cherky starts to get more minutes, once Marmoush starts to get more minutes. Um, we'll just have options all around the pitch. If someone's not stepping up on the day, then you switch him out and the other guy's ready to go because he's firing also. He's just waiting for his chance. And then the last thing, I already touched on it, but 2.0 stock continues to rise, and that's Nico G. He's just Rodri 2.0. I don't know if that's necessarily fair at this point though, because just looking at his stats, you compare him to Caicedo, you compare him to Rodri, they're similar. Those two definitely do the defensive things of their game a lot better. But in terms of ball carrying, Nico G has been better. In terms of the not progressive passes, but the percentage completion of progressive passes, he's been better. And then he's just slightly behind in the defensive attributes with room to grow. Him and Caicedo are the same age, so it's not like the age is a big factor in that. But in terms of minutes and just experience in the game, I think Nico G has a lot of room to grow, a big ceiling, and can definitely be talked about in that Caicedo Rodri level, maybe if he gets those minutes. That's very dependent on if he takes the chance that he has right now with Rodri being out.